Hey, folks, dude here, coming at you on Monday, August 17th, and, well, I'm just sitting around and sipping on a cup of Java. You can see it's still a Tigger cup, but it's the small Tigger cup. Oh, I committed to you. Tiggy juice. Now, what brings me to the conclusion of 30 days timeout on Facebook for doing something. Uh, Really, what it was is I created a page. No holds barred, very much against the gay Stapo, the leftist agenda types, and the raging gay, just hardcore rainbow warriors. I mean, I literally was taking them to task, and I pretty much posted just about every kind of disparaging thing I could find about them, including pictures that showed them in their worst lights. Stories that show them, the lifestyle things that just pretty much make them just not the greatest people to be around in terms of societal evolution, and of course those things that they try to do to make everybody else's life suck just a little bit more. Facebook took it upon themselves to go, oh, well, somebody complained. Translation, they hit that little report button, the one that you hit when you see a picture of Christ being depicted in some, really not great light, or the picture where you see, something just, that you hold dear being just held up to some kind of just leftist slam of the highest order, and Facebook doesn't do a frickin' thing about it. Yeah, well, when you go against them for something that they hold dear, read like the gay agenda, read like some kind of communist manifesto dog crap that they really hold dear, read like some kind of disparaging thing against Christianity. These are things that Christianity things are completely above board. But, what it is these guys basically allow some stuff to just slide right underneath the radar, and they're like, yeah, that's nice, no problem, whatever. As a matter of fact, I heard there was actually one page that was actually created. In the course of, 24 hours, they got 16,000 reports against it. Christians just coming out of the woodwork saying, no, this does not belong on Facebook. Facebook sent an private message to these guys and said, look, here's the deal. We have to put on a good face right now. We'll temporarily take your page off for, a couple more days. We'll let this die down, and we'll put it right back up again, just to let these guys get it out of their system, and, all is great. Don't worry about it. This page I had a few reports on it. Read, probably a few hundred, I'm sure. I'm sure when these guys come out. And here's the thing, too. My page was pretty much aimed at the American public. It was not aimed at worldwide audience. I had so many hits from Australia. I had so many hits from Europe. I had so many hits from other people, basically saying from other countries. And I did look at their pages and did look at them personally to see where they're from, who their associates are. And this was during the time when everybody was doing this stupid rainbow thing on their avatar to show their support for the gay marriage thing. That these guys came out of the frickin' woodwork. Now, what happened with the page is now unpublished. I could republish it somehow by cut and pasting everything and making a new version of it, and that's neither here nor there. What this did show me, though, is the fact that there's a lot of these venues, Facebook, YouTube, a lot of these places have a gay leftist agenda and also a very strong leftist agenda, if not sexually based, pro-abortion, anti-gun, large government, in-your-face legislation, in-your-face politicians, all this, Hollywood types, all this crap basically just smacks you in the face and shows these guys for what they really, truly are. Now, the thing about it is with Facebook is they are a huge faceless entity, and they are also now on the stock market. Case in point, there was a big investment put in some years ago by, of all people, Bono, the lead singer for the band U2. He is going to reap the dividends and the cash flow like you won't to even know, man. He's going to be a billionaire, literally billionaire. He's going to be like one of the richest rock stars on the face of the planet. Richer than, Mick Jagger, or richer than Elton John, richer than any of these old school guys that racked up tons of cash. He is going to be the guy who is the one with the biggest number beside his name on Forbes. Now, the thing about it is, yeah, congrats, man. Great investment, everything like that there. Great. Does it really show you as being a better person to profit off of these leftist scumbags? Probably not. But you know what? I'll tell you what. If I'd made that investment and I had that kind of share options, guess what? If I had that kind of money, I'd be buying even more shares. I'd be buying even more shares. I'd be buying even more shares. And behind the scenes, I'd be telling Zuckerberg, I don't like the content. Here's the deal, dude. I own a lot of your company. This is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start publicly making you in the news as a dirtbag. Now, here's the thing. Also, the inroads for Facebook into China is immense. Now, the problem is for Zuckerberg is he tends to forget just how hardcore Leninist, communist, just trotting down the people type of old school communism China really is. As much as they play a good game and they talk a good game, with all their, modern forms of finance and the fact that they want to become, a first world nation, they're not. Even with all their investment in the United States and all of our debt load that's owed to them, they are not nearly half as good as we ever were. Case in point, we get those who shall remain unnamed out of the government, and we can turn this country around. We can be better than China ever was, and we can do those things that China never can. Why? Because we're Americans, and we do that. China can't because they're not. Now, in terms of what Facebook actually does and what they've done to me for my 30-day timeout, the only thing they've done to me is three things. One, they made me sneakier. Two, they made me say, okay, fine, this is not the best venue to do this crap. Number three, it's basically made me say, you know what? This is not a fun place to be. And a lot of people are starting to see that, okay? Now, what I've done myself is I basically took one of my friends, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I took one of my friends out of my news feed. He was the predominant amount of all the news stuff that I was getting, and sometimes it was a little bit of an overload. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but sometimes it's a little bit too much when you come on your page and he's got like 50 different links. Hardcore dude. I'll give him credit for that one. But it sometimes clogged up my Facebook. Now, in the process of doing that, my feed has dropped down to almost nothing. And I have a lot of friends on Facebook. It's not like I'm basically begrudging to them for not posting stuff on there enough or, any of these other things tend to happen. But when Facebook makes it so that when you originally friended all these people and you wanted to find out their life events and you don't get that stuff, Facebook is not doing what it originally intended to do. So free as it ever was or free as it always shall be doesn't mean jack, man, because the thing sucks. So I'm going to break up on this one, folks. In 9 hours, I'll be live again on Facebook and, kicking ass and taking names and all the rest of the good stuff like that there. But you know what? In terms of all the fun stuff, sharing all the political things and what have you, I think I have a better voice in other venues. And of that, it's not YouTube and it's not Facebook because both of those things pretty much suck. Now, when I go on my podcast, they can't tell me to not say anything. As a matter of fact, my producer says pretty much it's Dude After Dark. It's after 9 p.m. Pretty much you're going to get what you're going to get. So you're going to get what you're going to get. So roundakevin.com/campfire. See you guys Tuesday at 9 p.m. I'm going to be there. We'll work off on this one. Equal concerning as always, you love it. Facebook, you're a bunch of communist MFers. YouTube, you suck as well. See you guys in 9 hours.